Okay, hi everyone, and welcome back. Today, I'm in conversation with my classmate from Manipal, Dr. Swati Bharti, who's in Mumbai. And the interesting part about her is that uh, she's a aesthetics and cosmetology dentistry specialist. So she did her BDS along with me from Manipal. She also has a fellowship in the Academy of General Dentistry from Manipal. In addition to that, she has a certificate in cosmetic dentistry, also from Manipal, and she's pursuing advanced postdoc degree in restorative surgery, restorative dentistry. So, Swati, welcome to the show, and welcome to Dental Practice Management. Uh, First and foremost, thank you for taking time out. I know you're still practicing during COVID, and you had a busy schedule, but great to see you here.
Yeah. Hello, Dr. Vikram. Thank you so much for the kind introduction. So yeah, even I'm looking forward to the session.
So, Swati, what we'll do is, I have a series of questions for you, knowing your journey, right, which has been a very interesting journey. And what our objective here is to make sure that other dentists who are starting out or are thinking about their practice can learn from your experience, right, which has been very fascinating overall. So, the first question I want to ask you is, uh, what are the three most critical decisions you made, right, in your practice, because you have a very unique practice, and just for our people who are not aware, you deal a lot with cosmetics, you deal a lot with a lot of celebrities being in Bombay. So what are the three critical decisions that you made in your practice early on that has led us to this moment?
The three critical decisions, if you talk it out as, I'll say that the most important decision has been to get in touch with a very, very good lab, because a substandard lab might not fetch you good results. You might be very, very good clinically, but at the end, if it's a prosthetic work, the clinician can do the stuff, but the lab work has to be equally supportive. So get in touch with a good lab, get in touch with somebody who can understand your language, where you can communicate well, and so the end results are good, and because of which the patients are happy and you are equally happy.
Mhm.
So yeah, this was something, I made changes depending on my experience. Then secondly, if you ask me, I made sure that the clinic atmosphere was very comfortable, it was cozy, and it was quite welcoming. Because most of the times patients who come to the dental clinic come with pain. They are quite anxious, they are quite hyper and quite irritated at times, especially the younger lots. So if you manage them well, half your battle is won. And then the only part remaining is to get into the treatment mode and finish the work equally fast. So it's again a win-win situation for both. And the third thing, what I can think of as of now, which has actually been very, very important, has been upgrading my skills.
Mhm.
So being 20 years in the practice, somewhere down the lane, I started feeling that, I need to keep myself updated with the latest developments, latest technologies, latest skills, for which I enrolled back to college. I went on to do a couple of other degrees, and trust me, it was not easy, because taking care of the family, running practice, and going back to the college as a student back again was something which was little tough at that point of time. But yes, if I look back and if I think about it, I really feel good, really feel happy, because it has given me an upper edge about almost, there's been a lot of work which I was not doing earlier, and now I have more and more number of patients related to that work, and which is fetching me good clientele, and it's a good thing for me also.
No, excellent. Sorry, that was brilliant, right? So lab, very underrated. People don't think put too much attention to it, but it is pretty much your backbone, and especially in cosmetics and endodontics, etc. Uh, and the second thing is about also the atmosphere, the appearance of the clinic, whether you feel welcoming and the patients feel comfortable coming in and sharing their pain with you. And lastly but not the least, you took a lot of effort. I do realize how difficult it is to go back after having worked and after having a family, to go back, and that's a lot of commitment. So I think these are excellent points, and I think these are I think that should serve a lot of the new dentists and the other dentists who are thinking about their practice and their future very well. So Swati, I want to ask you one question. You said, you acquired some new skills from Manipal, and that really opened up. And of course, you're still doing another postgraduate degree at present. So you said your clientele has really increased. One of the discussions and debates that I've had personally when I used to practice, and also I continue to have with whoever I speak to, is about volume versus value, right? Are you a mass practice? Are you a niche practice? So I see you as a very specialized practice, because you do some very, very difficult kind of cases, and it's an aesthetic, so it's a very, very tough place to be in. But what's your take on this value versus volume debate?
See, Vikram, this is actually a very tricky question, which goes through every dentist's mind. To start with, I'll say when it's just the beginning of your practice, it's better you practice a lot, you practice volume, because the more number of cases you see, the more experience you will gain. And as you mature in your practice, as you grow up in your practice, then you can go in for the specialized job, and the rest of the cases can be well taken care of by your junior doctors, by your consultants, of course, under your supervision.
Excellent. I mean, that's brilliant. So you start off as more as a general practitioner, taking cases, but after a certain time, you need to make that decision whether you want to focus on a few cases or a few areas specifically. And
yes, because you need to build up your practice. You might be specialized in one particular field in the initial stages, but all the patients coming to you might not come only for the same procedure. You will get all sort of patients. So at that stage, you can't refuse the patients. You have to take the work up. So it's better you get, the more you work, the more confident you get.
Excellent. I think it's excellent insights. These are only insights possible once you practice in your case, for 20 years. Otherwise, it gets very difficult to understand a point in time study to see where you should have been versus where you should be.